Alright, I want to start off by saying Kahal Yahweh by Shem Yahushai Waha Kadash Rawaka Ubarakatah. Of course, saying double honors to elders and apostles, the great millstone. Alright, Shalom to all for the light. It's your little brother here, Shamash One, coming at you. Another video. U.S. to begin evacuating Afghans who aided American military. Now, a couple of days ago in my video, I broke that down with Biden. Said, oh, no, they're not taking over. Okay, now if they're not taking over and if they're not a threat, then why do you have the need to evacuate Afghans who aided the American military? How come in that video I showed you yesterday with the 22 Afghan commandos killed, including a general, okay, which that video could be fake. We really don't know. More than likely it's fake. They wouldn't just let a U.S. trained general just die like that in the field. Like, come on now. All right. But we really don't know. We really don't know. We're not there. So we're going to go read this article and then pull out around the scripture too. And then we're going to go close it off. So the Biden administration said Wednesday that it's prepared to begin. And before I keep going, this means Biden lied, right? Okay. Now, what else is he lying about? Let's use some common sense now. All right, for you people that aren't in the know. Now, if he lied about this, what else is he lying about? Is he lying about that thing with the needle? Could that be a lie? Think, people. You got to think, people. Come on now. The Biden administration said Wednesday that it's prepared to begin evacuation flights for Afghan interpreters and translators who aided the U.S. military effort in the nearly 20-year war. Bullshit. They're probably sneaking out other guys too. War criminals on their side. Okay? Generals. You probably got generals and other military personnel sneaking out on that flight. Come on. No. This is bullshit. But the destination is still unknown, and there are lingering questions about how to ensure their safety until they can get on planes. Oh, I don't hear anything about so-called Royal 19. Where's that shit? Where's the recommendations for that? Are you gonna make them get the dart before they get on the plane? No talk to that. Okay, but then they want to force us. Okay, now they gotta have it where if I want to go to so-called university, which I don't really have a choice, my family's pretty much forcing me. They're saying, oh, you gotta go take it. Or you have to do an exemption, which of course I filed for the exemption. And if they don't allow me to go, I'm just not going. I'm going to have to go to CUNY. It is what the fuck it is, man. But hey, this society ain't got much time left anyway. And I keep trying to explain this to my family, but they don't listen. Keep moving on. The Operations Atlas refuge flights out of Afghanistan during the last week of July will be available first for special immigrant visa applicants already in the process of applying for U.S. residency, according to the White House. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki declined to detail how many Afghans are expected to be among those evacuated in the first flights or where those evacuated will be taken, citing security concerns. You know, we know where they're going to be taking them. I mean, more than likely, some fucking beautiful mansion somewhere. They got a place for them. They got a place for them. The reason that we are taking these steps is because these are courageous individuals. We want to make sure we recognize the vital role they've played over the last several years. Yes, in the war crimes that went on both sides. Okay, let's talk about those black sites that the U.S. got down there. Okay, these guys were complicit in that because they knew that the U.S. had black sites down there torturing innocent Ishmaelites down there. Them Ishmaelites and them black sites. Little girl, what the hell is a little girl gonna do? I mean, come on now, man. They can't fool us. They can't fool us. Confirmation on the timeline of the evacuation flights came as President Joe Biden was set to meet Wednesday with General Austin Scott Miller, who earlier this week stepped down as the top U.S. commander of Afghanistan. Psaki said Biden wants to personally thank Miller for conducting a orderly and safe drawdown of U.S. troops. Miller, who oversaw the war effort for nearly 3 years, to express dire concerns in his final days as commander about the rapid loss of districts around the country to the Taliban, telling reporters that a civil war is certainly a path that can be visualized if this continues on the trajectory it's on right now. Which what I said before, I said that there's going to be a power vacuum, of course, and then I think that the U.S. is going to have the Taliban fighting each other. These guys are going to be fighting each other. Okay? And I think that whoever comes at the top is going to be just a U.S. plant. Okay? It's going to be another puppet leader set up by the U.S. I doubt it's just those Taliban guys. You know, I think that my personal theory is that there's private military companies down there helping out the Taliban. That it's, you know, possibly some U.S. troops on there helping them out, but they're just not talking about it. We don't know. We don't know. I mean, how hard is it for you to get a couple Edomites down there, put them in a turban, give them a machine gun? I mean, there you go. I mean, that's more troops. All right. Biden has faced pressure from lawmakers on both parties to come up with a plan to help evacuate Afghan military helpers before next month's U.S. troop withdrawal. The White House began briefing on lawmakers on the outlines of their plans last month. Evacuation planning could potentially affect tens of thousands of Afghans, several thousand Afghans who worked for the United States, plus their family members already in the application pipeline for special immigrant visas. So that means they're going to bring more people. That's like an extra couple thousand people going to be brought in here. More people that have to compete with for work. Oh, fuck. They're going to have to print more money, too. So this society is done. This society is done, man. Okay? Let's read this. The Biden administration has also been working on identifying a third country or U.S. territory that could host Afghans while their visa applications are processed. Now, what's the whole thing about Royal 19? Do I hear people whining about Royal 19? Okay, now this should be a big health threat, right? But it's not, because they're not talking about it. That means, you know, they know it's a bunch of baloney, guys. All right, it's a bunch of baloney. Now, could it really be out there and do damage to some people? Yeah, but you know what? We believe in the Most High. So let me get something real quick. All right. It's in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant. We know what's good. You know. Thank you to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. You know, that the Spirit came upon them to go break these things down, to come show us these guys are nothing but damn devils and abominations. Okay, those are those that work a lie. All right, at the end of Revelation chapter 20 or 21. All right, they're not making it to the kingdom. All right, so this is the word for devices. And mental perception, thought, and evil purpose, that which thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes, perception, purpose, or by implication the intellect, disposition itself, device, mind, thought. We know more about how these Edomites think than they know themselves. All right, we know more about them than they know themselves. All right, we got this thing down to a science. Okay, it's all the same thing, man. Proxy wars. All right. Of course, yeah, I was gonna go to Psalm 121. Yeah, I'm gonna go to it. The Spirit's bringing me here. Yeah, just for you people who are like, oh my God, this is terrible. You know, which that's a very understandable reaction, but it's unlearned. It's a reaction from someone who's unlearned, because when you learn, you don't feel any fear. What are you gonna be scared of? Okay. Yeah, I'll just start at verse 2. My health cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasharallah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. I don't really got to break that down. That's pretty obvious. You're going to be all right. Going back to the article. Yeah, well, they're talking about here. Krish Omara Vignaraja, President and CEO of Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Service, said that much about the Biden evacuation plans remains unknown, including how the administration will help those in areas outside the capital of Kabul evacuate. The Taliban have made rapid gains in taking over huge swaths of the country, particularly in more rural areas. What did I say? I mean, this is the narrative. Okay. Unfortunately, there's still too many questions left unanswered, including who exactly and how many people are eligible for evacuation. How will those outside the capital access safety? Whose group, I'm not about saying the Vignaraga, whose group has helped resettle thousands of Afghans in the U.S. Into what countries will they be evacuated? We have serious concerns about the protection of our allies' human rights in countries that have been rumored as potential partners in this effort. Fucking bullshit. Alright, and I always bring it out, those fucking black sites. You say that the U.S. cares about people's human rights. What about those women and children that you sodomized down in Abu Ghraib? I don't hear you people crying and whining about that. All you said was sorry. What is sorry gonna say to those families you fucking butchered, man? You fucking Edomites are gonna get it, man. Alright, and I got a little riled up. Let's keep going, man. Alright, because sometimes in the spirit, just reading this shit, you know, because some of those people in those camps are Jakes. Jakes getting tortured and beaten. Them Ishmaelites down there, they go through it too. Alright? Where you fucking Edomites put everybody through it. And you got these guys so effed up that these Ishmaelites still want to hug and kiss you. They still want to be in love with you. Alright? They still want to hold your hand. Alright? You Ishmaelites are still going to be destroyed though. Alright? Because you're an abomination. Alright? What's his name? Allah is not going to save you. Allah is taking a bubble bath right now. All right, where's Allah? Actually, you know what? Let me go into that, man. Where's Allah right now? Yeah, Allah ain't around right now, man. Allah is taking a dump, okay? Because Allah doesn't exist. Yahweh is the one true power, and that's a fact, okay? That is a fact. No debates. All right, so the administration is waiting, using State Department chartered commercial aircraft, not military aircraft, according to an administration official who is not authorized to publicly discuss internal deliberations, spoke on condition of anonymity. But if the State Department requests military aircraft, the U.S. military will be ready to assist, officials said. The Pentagon said as of one day, no requests for such assistance have been made by state. They're going to use military aircraft. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow that new AC-130 gunship that they just added weapons on is involved. It would really behoove them not to go use that thing, especially since they developed it for risk and risky situations and high risk flying aerial support situations. Okay, so I don't know. You just gotta wait and see, and I'm not there, so you know I'm going off what they're saying and just breaking it down. Okay, Tracy Jacobson. I'm gonna maybe skip that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, they pretty much made their point. Look at this at the bottom. Judge W. Bush, who as president launched the war, criticized the Western withdrawal from Afghanistan in an interview with a German broadcaster released Wednesday, said he fears for Afghan women and girls as the Taliban regains control of much of the country. It's unbelievable how that society changed for the brutality of the Taliban, and all of a sudden, sadly, I'm afraid Afghan women and girls are going to suffer unspeakable harm, Bush said. Okay, but you know what? Them Taliban women or those Afghan women are screwed out of the way, okay? Well, they're supposed to be like that. Women are supposed to be, believe it or not, guys, women are supposed to be submissive, and they're supposed to be in that state. They're supposed to be wives, okay? They're supposed to be servants and to keep the house. I don't understand how that's so difficult for you people to understand. All right, and we're gonna go to it because this is not just me talking. I didn't make this up. Okay. The age one likewise that they be in behavior has become holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, philosophies, teachers of good things. This is remember Titus 2 verse 3. That they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded. All right, what's wrong? See, you fucking people, you Americans, you are just a bunch of bullies. Okay, you know what they want to do? They want to go down there and they want to push their blasphemies down there. Okay, they want to push their blasphemies. Hold on. No. Let's see here, blasphemies. I'm probably gonna find it here if I look up blasphemies. Yeah. Yeah, so this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 4. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, the Roman system. And they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who was able to make war with him? You know, the beast is talking about America, NATO, and the EU, which are all copies of Rome and its allies of the great Roman Empire, so-called great Roman Empire, okay? So remember, when you're Greco-Roman Empire, I mean, Slovakia, okay? When you go to learn science, you got to use these Latin terms for scientific names. Law, you got to use law terms from Rome, Latin names, okay? Let's even go into language. You know, Spanish is completely just ripped off of Latin. A lot of the words are very similar, you know. And it was given unto my mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him 40 and 2 months. All right, and blasphemy. Well, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too deep into that. Yeah, blasphemies. You know, this is a part of the blasphemies. Your democracy, your educational system. No, you say all about the woman and whatever. You just want the woman for yourselves, you American pigs. All right? Because we know what you did down there with those black sites, and I'm never gonna stop bringing those out. Okay, your people did that. You Edomites did that. One of the guys there from the Abu Ghraib, he said that he saw the face of the devil himself. He said he saw, which, you know, he's going off with that. This, you know, is a devil, right? Remember, the devil is a servant to the Most High Yahweh, and that's in Job chapter 2. Okay, the devil is a servant to Yahweh anyway, which he doesn't know that. He's a Ishmaelite. What the hell is a Muslim gonna fucking know about scriptures? I mean, the whole Muslim religion was created. Okay, our so-called religion following the Bible is the oldest quote-unquote religion in the world. This is the oldest. This is the first. Okay, we were following law, statutes, and commandments since the beginning of the world. Okay, but that's all I got. Of course, I want to say Kohala Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Waha Kadash Rawaka Wabarakatah Shalom.